Ayo, 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 what's good, what's up? It is I, Callie with a K, that diagnosed mom, not to be confused with the diagnosed mom, because surely I'm not the only one. So, this is like a really random mini episode, and I actually have just watched something that I'm gonna add into it that's random. I just watched a video of a human in like a big field in like springtime, so super green grass, and they transformed that shit into like a castle with a lake and fall leaves in like real time and made it look legit with AI, and it's freaking me since I'm trying not to cuss a bunch, especially since I know there's gonna be like family listening to this, but also I'm confucked. It's how I refer to confused, but like very confucked and like scared. I don't believe none of you anymore. All y'all bitches lying. None of your lives are real. What did you create? What is real? What is not? Help me. Oh, my brain's just, oh, no. This is why social media, man. This is why I just so many things, so many options. Technology is gonna rule everything. My freaking husband found Johnny Cash covers that AI did. Johnny Cash didn't do a cover of a newer song, obviously, but AI made it so he did. Just look up AI Johnny Cash covers. Just look it up. It's freaking weird. And I'm just there's so many things happening in this world right now, and there's so many changes, and I don't know all of them. None of us know all of them. And it's just oh, you heard the sound effect, but what I did was the mind explosion emoji pretty much with my hand, went poof. Again, I did it and you can't even see me, but yeah, that was kind of a little bit of what I was just super crazy excited to tell someone about it. And yeah, this is where I'm my most genuine self, probably. So, because I'm talking to myself essentially. But hey, I'm in your ear holes. How are your ear holes doing? I hope they're good. Don't have the volume too loud. We want to make sure you can hear everything else okay. Speaking of hearing, you want to know what all that noise, all that colorful noise is? If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. White noise, brown noise, black noise, pink noise, blue noise, and green noise. I, for one, did not even know there were more than 3, maybe even 2. I had heard of I'd heard of white noise and I think brown noise, but all the other ones I was wait, what? I'm sure that's just my I wasn't aware. I didn't make myself aware. Oh, I don't know if I'm moving around. Gosh, there's a microphone, Callie. Stay in front of it. Yeah, I don't think I ever really paid attention to any noises other than what we use for the kiddos, which is white noise, and fans and stuff, which is white noise. But what if you would like to know how this came about to my mind? It is Thursday night, and so last night I could not sleep because I was having a little bit of stomach pain, and insomnia is a bitch. So I was just listening to our kids, the monitor, and listening to our kids' rooms and all their white noise and stuff. And I randomly was just why is it called white noise? Why is it a color? Noise is something you hear, not see. Why is it a color? But obviously you can see sound on a recording thing. You can see the frequencies and all that fun stuff. But my brain, this is how it works. Come up with random things that I find curious, and now I have an outlet for them. So that's either a bomb diggity for you, or that really sucks and you're not going to listen anymore. But for any of you that are, if you're down to stay, let's play. I just freaking hit the microphone. Okay, this is gonna be the weirdest one, and it's only my 4th freaking post. I'm just kind of hyper, but that's okay. So, things I found out was that white noise comes from white light, which is all frequencies. So again, things that we see, not necessarily hear with the light thing. But then black noise, I immediately think of black hole or Star Trek wormhole, Star Wars like galaxy shit, but it's literally the absence of frequencies and sound. So like essentially, like there's nothing. It's like you're deaf. My grandma was deaf, and like I cannot imagine. Like I can't imagine if you weren't born deaf and then somehow became deaf. Like all that stuff is just mind blowing to me. Like people are so strong. Like to have something be known to you one way for so long and then for it to just change forever. Insert that mind explosion. But then there's red/brown noise, which is higher energy, lower frequencies, and it's deeper and stronger than white noise. Also, all of these came from Google. I just looked up some like types of noises and their meanings. I'm so sorry. This happens when I talk and I get nervous and I'm a yawner. Pink noise, frequencies with ability to be picked up by human ears, so like energy not equally distributed. It's just things that we may hear that aren't like right in front of us, little tippity tap tap taps. And then blue, didn't know there was a blue noise. Minimal low frequency component, non-concentrated spikes. So to me that's like random ass noises that are just like, I don't know, think of it like a mountain goat making a noise on a mountain. Like that's a random ass spike that came out of nowhere. Right? But then you have green noise, which I think is my favorite. I'm so sorry, this is just happening because I'm like overthinking how weird I'm being in this episode, and I just need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. See, there's so many things. Oh, my best friend, my husband, and my mom, and my other best friend are gonna listen to this and be like, oh, there she is. I thought she was gonna wait till later to show this side. Psych. You busted. I don't think I even told you what green noise was. So, green noise, my favorite, that's right, is background noise to the world. So it's basically just nature. It's like all the things you hear when you step outside, and it's things you don't even always pay attention to unless you're like surreal in the moment and just like zenning out, man. It's something I want to hear more green noise. I want to focus on green noise. Like give me that focus of green. Also the color is just like a very, is it a color with a lot of harmony. Is it harmonious? I can't think of what the word would be for like harmony. That's, I don't know. Anyway, what I was getting at with the color green is like I'm gonna do one on color therapy, and I've done a book and like a little bit of research, and green is a color that is very like nurturing and just peaceful. So because it relates to nature. That doesn't tell you something. I think we all just need to be outside more, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so then I realized that there were other types of noise, obviously, but I just like don't think of them. But there's continuous noise, partition noise, impulsive, intermittent, and semantic. I didn't really write down what those meant because I didn't really care about those. Like I was mainly focused on the color stuff because I was like, what? But examples of my colored noises. So white noise, as some of you may know, is like fan, TV static, heating radiator, the humming of an air conditioner, you know, all those little or the it's me trying. And then pink is like rainfall, wind, rustling leaves, heartbeats. Boom, 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 boom. That was my heartbeat in wind. Brown is strong waterfalls, low roaring, and soft rumbling thunder. So be like, I feel like that's what a waterfall sounds like, a strong one. Green is gusts of wind, rolling waves, and rushing waterfalls. Be like, I don't know if you could tell, but I was like going in and out from the microphone. I almost called it a microwave. Oh, my brain. To be fair, our microwave did break and we just got a new one. But what I was trying to say is I was going in and out from the microphone. I don't know if it worked very well. I'm afraid to like listen to this one before I post it, because I'm sure I just won't end up posting it. And I think I just need to post it because this is like one of my random ass brain thoughts. Green, I already just did. Black is like, what? So the example I gave was like if you were scanning a black area with random white spots, but very minimal white spots. I didn't really understand that, other than like, for me, if I am listening to silence, like maybe my brain even makes up a noise, or as soon as I hear like the smallest noise, I'm like, oh, there's a noise. So it's like, that the white spot? Nobody really knows. And then blue is a hissing hose, so like a gardening hose, you know, when it goes tss, and then stronger white noise. I honestly could have done a little research about what the stronger and the deeper meant, but my brain was like, okay, is it noise deeper like goes further, or is it like the noise is like the sound of it, my voice sounds deeper? So I honestly just wasn't really sure. But yeah, so that was kind of what I just wanted to do a mini thing on, and I know that was like a lot, and I apologize. I will name it something so you are slightly aware. I'll probably just say, listen at your own risk. Hypercali. Yeah, probably that. Not everyone's gonna get it, but if you listen to the other ones, you might have an idea. So, I mean, it's only 12 minutes right now, so maybe I should talk about something else. Do you guys want to hear about my color therapy business? So I was reading this book. Who is it by? Oh, I can't read it right now. I'll find it. Don't worry. But it's called Color Therapy. I just was looking for the author, and it was just telling me about all the things that colors mean, and like places that it recommended they go with in your house. And I thought that was so cool. And I did a lot of notes, actually. I wrote down a lot of notes. Trying to think, where am I? So like, I was talking about green earlier. I'm so sorry, I just keep yawning. And specifically, leaf green equals like shows off confidence and enthusiasm for new projects. Really want to get that up in my studio room whenever I move downstairs for that. And then pale green is like state of being fresh and calming. The only thing I don't like about reading like a color therapy book is like, I feel as though these descriptions of colors might be different than majority. As in, there might be like a bunch of leaf greens, or they might be like, I think pale green is called sage more than it is anything else. And then there's like colors like apricot that like I didn't even really think about, but it's, and according to the book, is like an appetite promoter. So I'm like, hey, let's put that in the kitchen, let's put that in the dining room. And then bright yellow, positive mental states, and then pale primrose yellow, great intellectual power. Like, just give me all that. And then orange is like help panic from emotions. So basically, if there's any emotions that cause you panic, let me reverse that because that sounded a little funky. So those are definitely ones that I want to surround myself with. But then there's also like clear blue sky, which is creativity and idealism. Clear turquoise, freedom of expression, energetic creativity. And then you got like violet, which is like power and transformation. And then you got lilac, which is isolation, which could be like good and bad, because I love the color lilac. I didn't necessarily tie it in with isolation, but for me, it's more of a comforting isolation. Like if I'm in a room of lilac, like I just feel cozy. And I want to be alone. So I guess that makes sense. But I'm probably just reading too much into like the book's definition of it. But then I wrote out like where I would put all the colors in a house, and where the book recommended to put colors in the house. And yeah, I went balls to the wall, man. It was Well, except, okay, I actually don't understand that reference. I was talking to my mom about this, like, last month. Not necessarily the balls to the wall, but, like, when people say grow a pair of balls, I think that's just alluding to, like, men in general. I don't think it has anything to do with the balls. But if it did, those fuckers are sensitive, and they, like, boys talk like little girls if they get hit there too hard and, like, crumble immediately. And, like, I'm not saying it doesn't hurt if you get kicked in the vagina, but, like, I've been kicked in the vagina, not on purpose, but, like, I've been kicked and stepped on, and children for the stepped on, but kicked was, like, accidental, playing, like, football or something. Not in school sports. It was, like, a family thing. It was just an accident. Don't read too much into that shit. Stop. But, like, I personally think vaginas are stronger. Like, they take a pounding. In pleasure, as, like, they mix it together, you know. So I'm getting my mom to say it, and I'm gonna get all of you to say it. Don't grow a pair of balls, grow a pussy. Grow a strong pussy. If you think that that's, like, inappropriate, that's okay. I understand. I would have once thought it was inappropriate. Like, I still kind of feel weird saying the word pussy because they make it, like, so dirty. But, like, you could also just say grow a vagina. I mean, that's the technical term. But grow a pussy it just makes a bigger statement. It's like, I'm sorry, what? Grow what? Don't grow a pair of balls. Those things are hanging and sensitive and saggy, and, well, they get saggy. I don't know. I mean, do they? Everyone says they do, and then you think of, like, old women's boobs, and is it, like, the same? Not even just old women's. Like, my boobs are saggy now because I had kids. Not, like, overly saggy. And this is, like, a very TMI episode. I apologize, but it's this is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. It's how I feel when I create crazy, stupid shit. Like, this is one of those. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Crazy, stupid shit. Hyper in Callie's brain. I don't know. But yeah, so that was kind of a little mini mid-bid. Oh, I like that. Mini mid-bid. TM. So, if this scared you away, I have no regrets. I appreciate you listening thus far. But if you did listen all the way through, then I know you liked it. So yeah, kisses.